who remains red hot.
Well, the same way they started the first half, they start the second half with a Jabari Smith Jr. three-pointer. This Rockets team is dangerous.
Collier had it poked away by Durant. He rescues, finds Markkanen for a long-range three. Rims out Bailey. Trying to
Talent, he is only 1 of 6 tonight, 2 points, but man, he has played well as of late, averaging almost 16 points a game his last few games.
Thompson deals back out to Durant. That ball was knocked away. Collier to the rim. He got grabbed and fouled by Smith.
Played well, third youngest starter. Cooper Flagg, Jeremiah Fears, and such a talented crop of rookies, and he has shown what he can do.
Coach Hardy had more to say, didn't he?
He did. I talked to him at shoot-around this morning. I said, who do you want to see really just grow and thrive these last couple weeks, almost 2 months of the regular season? He said All-Star really served as a reset for him. It's time to move past the rookie excuses. But he says he's showing a ton of growth on and off the court. And a lot of these guys have a better understanding of what's expected of them, but Ace is still learning that. He just smiled, though, said he is such a bright, funny, energetic kid. He's got such a pure heart, and he loves the game, asks all the questions. So he's really hoping that these next couple weeks here of the regular season can serve as such a growing point for Ace.
No question. Thank you, Ashley. As Thompson twirls inside, he goes with the left hand.
As an assistant coach for the Spurs, and Will was promoted to an assistant. They were both under Pop, and they just absolutely blossomed. Will telling me that when you're traveling the country, you're at practices, dinners, planes, talking basketball 24/7, you form such a close relationship. And then when Ime got the head coaching job in Boston, Will was one of his first calls. He was an assistant on that staff. The team made it all the way to the finals that year. Coach Hardy telling me he probably wouldn't be without that opportunity. He said to coach that team, make it as far as we did. He said that time influenced him as a coach more than Ime would ever. The friendship that they have and how it's really just blossomed over the last couple decades. But man, those two, they just smiled when you ask about one another.
Well done, Ashley. Thank you. As that three by Eason doesn't go, and you said it as Collier takes the long lead pass. Can't get it to go, but Bailey's there for the chin.
Although Ime is not a good friend the way his team is pouring it on the Jazz here this evening, but two great young coaches. Speaking of greatness,
right, a double-double already for Durant. 10 points and 10 big assists. If you're just joining us, as Markkanen can't get that to go. The active Eason defended. Eason finds Thompson. Thompson leaks out.
Long gates to the rim.
This is a Rockets team that's bottom 10 in fast break points. However, they have been terrific in that department here tonight. 24 points via the fast break. Markkanen is wide open, and he buries the three.
For him to get healthy, I guess he'll be reevaluated maybe
4 weeks, 6 weeks after the procedure. Yeah.
Get a little bit of time before the end of the year, but definitely want to see what this team looks like when fully healthy.
Filipowski got a fingertip on it. There's Collier once again.
But the character of this young group, you know, they're going through a rebuild. There's some tough moments.
Tonight, right here. This is the stage, isn't it, Grant, where if you're Ime Udoka, you're heading down the stretch, you really want to clean up things heading into the playoffs. We'll get back to this in a moment as Durant finds Smith. Smith took a bump from Markkanen, and now it's Eason. Eason with a quick trigger, had to beat the shot clock. Şengün keeps it alive, and the Rockets reset with a fresh 14. Durant at the elbow. Works in on Collier. Twists, fires, can't get the roll.
There. Every possession matters. You're right now not just getting ready. You want to have the right habits, the necessary habits for success. So
it's so much in the NBA about who's playing the best at the right time. I mean, no team is playing the same in November as they are in January, as they are in March. And the Rockets hope they're trending in the right direction as a Conchar three.
And right now, Houston, they're 4th seed in the West. They haven't played great, but they've been really good, and Ime just wants them to be off approach.
What not too many folks talk about is that a couple of major injuries, unfortunately, have been a huge subplot for the Rockets this season. It began way back in September. They were dealt the sobering news that Fred VanVleet, during a team minicamp in the Bahamas, tore his ACL as Smith would miss the remainder of this season as Smith elevates for the rebound, shuts down that possession, and out trots Kevin Durant. Durant pulls up. He's got it.
They understand the importance of bringing consistency. Yes, Kevin Durant's out there, but you got a lot of young faces, a lot of young.
Hardy, we saw the foul there by Sheppard on the arm of Collier. There they are talking things out at midcourt. These two go way back. Will Hardy was Ime Udoka's lead.
Now the San Antonio Greg Popovich coaching tree on display at half court.
Sets a ball with a rebound. Collier makes his way across. Here comes Smith. Now it's Durant. Durant skips off to Sheppard. Sheppard for three. Terrific ball movement in transition. There's a big Capella inside. Capella got where he wanted. His head up. Love squares up for three. Tipped by Conchar, rescued by Mikhailiuk. Back to Sensabaugh, who's got it. All over the joint here tonight. 28 big assists on 38 field goals. Picked up by Sheppard. Collier once again works his way inside.
The strength there of Collier just getting to his spot. Speaking of getting
Season high for Durant. He's also grabbed 5 rebounds. Here's Love. He's leaned upon by Capella. He'll find the cutter in Conchar, who sweeps one off for a three that's short as Sheppard now to Smith. It's picked up by Love. Eason steps back. Smith over Love. Eason tips it up and in.
Working Utah on that possession. Not blocking out. Eason makes him pay.
Eason's coming off a double-double in Madison Square Garden 2 nights ago. He has 11 and 8 here so far this evening. Love goes off to Sensabaugh, who cuts and gets fouled by
almost a three-point play opportunity for Sensabaugh.
Saw that rebound by Eason. The Rockets are the best rebounding team, only on Peacock.
Talk about the rebounding of Houston. They average 18 second chance points per game. Second in the NBA. Rebounding, definitely their calling card.
Plus 16 overall this evening. Last year, the Rockets led the NBA in rebounding differential at an astounding plus.
The rebounds, he averaged like
4.5.
4.5 a game. Certainly miss his presence and his size and physicality.
The Rockets are trying to maintain their consistency in that department. They did dominate the Knicks on the boards. They were a plus 15 2 nights ago.
Ime Jay Wright also said the pressure of an elimination game, said there is nothing like it, and that is an experience with his friends that he'll just never forget. And I know, Grant, you could talk about this for hours as well.
Yes, I can. And certainly, as you saw that picture, Ashley, just a lot of Boston, and now they're running their teams, respective teams out west. But what a great experience for Will Hardy to be around all those coaching giants.
Medalist, his aunt Venus Lacey, and the whole family is a basketball family though. His dad played college basketball right here in Houston. His mom played as well. I asked Ace, I said, I mean, you have an Olympic gold medalist in your family.
Ramika McGee played at WVU. Thanks, Ashley. She coached Ace from the 2nd grade on. Mentioned Venus Lacey. She won gold. Down, teeters the baseline. Deals back to Harkless. Harkless explodes down the lane, ran into traffic with the ball deflected. Oh, did Harkless get buried by Şengün? A big hard screen. Eason pulls it in as Harkless is still shaking off the cobweb. Durant
was setting the screen on Harkless, has to make him aware that the screen is coming. That kind of miscommunication could be dangerous.
Sensabaugh works on Durant, steps back and can't.
Nice move.
Sensabaugh has 19 points in 22 minutes off the Utah bench as Love comes Conchar, a lob to Love. Love at the mismatch inside. He'll kiss it off the window.
One who's been through it all, brings a lot to the table.
Sheppard for three.
Because of their one-on-one capabilities, it really puts the defense in an awkward situation. You double team, they will find you. And when they've done that, Houston has been able to convert.
Now the plan all along, even with Van Vliet, Sheppard to be ready to at some point step into that point guard spot. Şengün for three, that's rebounded by Love, but
well, when you have Durant and Şengün, they have those playmaking abilities.
Yeah.
It really has been by committee, as you mentioned earlier.
Sensabaugh with another.
Sensabaugh, he can knock down that shot as he's shown.
Talked about it earlier. Sensabaugh really seemed to be finding a rhythm prior to the All-Star break. Another young player on this Utah team. Sengun inside. He knocks Sensabaugh down. Back it goes to Durant. Durant for three. Sensabaugh tips it. Grabbed by Love. Love snaps an outlet pass to Markkanen. As Markkanen throws.
You have these types of bigs who can do so much on the floor.
Three by Shepherd is true. We took 11. Smith 6'11. Durant 6'10. Eason 6'8. And the springy Thompson is the shortest at 6'7. As
three players at least 6'10. Of course, the Rockets, but then also the Nets. Michael Porter Jr., Noah Clowney, and Nick Claxton. So certainly pays to have size and length if you're in Houston.
Shepherd's no-look pass is picked off by Conchar. Love opens up for three. Eason tracks down the suspicion that the Jazz next season is Harkless with the steal. He'll beat Sensabaugh. Picks up a steal. We approach the midway point of the fourth quarter. Eason started to say you have a feeling that the Jazz might be one of those clubs going with a huge jumbo lineup next. Those Jazz have the ball back. A Conchar three doesn't go. A foul is called. Russell Westbrook, Love's college teammate. And then Kevin as Love inside, tried to poke it in. Love looks to track it down. Bailey gets there. He'll send it all the way up top to Sensabaugh.
Looks like vintage Love on the offensive glass right there.
Sensabaugh fades away. His night.
As my daughters, and saw a lot of him there. And you said earlier, he's had some nights where he has really been hot and aggressive scoring from all over for the Jazz.
Teams so often can reflect the personality of their head coach as Smith works his way inside. And
the tone, even as you're struggling with the wins, is vitally important. And then I think it's the character of the guys. You know, these guys are still trying to figure out.
TV schedule tomorrow night right here on Peacock. Knicks, Cavs, Wolves, Blazers. Then over on ESPN on Wednesday, Thunder, Pistons, Celtics, Nuggets. For more on these games, go to NBA.com or visit the NBA app. Grant, that moving forward, they may be competing against each other for spots. I mean, you have Jaren Jackson, who's going to be back. Walker Kessler will be back as well. They've dealt with a number of injuries. As Bailey lets it go baseline, lost the basketball. It's tracked down by Conchar, who pokes it to Harkless. Harkless puts it up, has it blocked.
Bailey
gets it off in time by Rule. If there's
year he's had, so guys trying to prove that they belong. They can be a part of the future. There's a lot of upside with this group, and who exactly is going to be a part of that remains to be seen.
George has just a load of promise. Averaging 24 points a game, and this is third season. He
balls will bounce their way at the draft lottery. They've never had a #1 overall pick. Maybe that'll change this year. We'll see.
We shall see. George and Markkanen really have fostered a relationship, and actually you have more.
Yeah, and I was going to say maybe their chemistry as we speak to go there again this summer. But 4 or 5 of the guys are expected to go see Finland, experience another hour. So that bonding can start on the plane, you guys.
No question. Culture isn't just a word when you're talking about this Jazz organization.
And how they carry over onto the court. When you know each other, when you've spent time in the offseason, during the season, you know, you build that trust, and you can build a, although I hope he's not recruiting him for the Finnish national team.
Holiday badgered by Harkless. There's no sport like basketball in terms of the chemistry being essential. As Sengun tries to bully his way down the lane, he puts it up and draws.
You have to respect each other.
Healthy respect.
Healthy respect, because you need each other.
Yeah.
You know, you need each other. It's a long season. You spend an incredible amount of time to get easier. It's kind of like broadcasters. You know, we respect each other. You know,
indeed.
You know? I think Ashley respects us.
Absolutely.
Oh, there's a long pause there, Ashley.
Sorry, I put my mic down. I had to grab it for a minute.
Collier relays, and he'll find Bailey. Back it goes to Collier. Sengun secures his 9th rebound. Night 16 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists. The Rockets starting center is
Jabari Smith had for his pregame meal. I suggest he eat that for every meal, because he is a force.
Collier connects. We approach the 2-minute mark.
Imagine Sengun will try to get him another look.
Jabari's ready. There it is. Rebounded by Beer on a dead run. Ripping pass to Filipowski, who runs the floor. Filipowski.
Most guards is the big guy runs, you know, he's open. Get him the ball. That's a high percentage shot.
Aaron Holiday has checked in as Ime Udoka has emptied his bench. Holiday floats it up and in. In his 18th season, Collier fires a three. Rebounded by Holiday.
Uncle Jeff.
Uncle Jeff. There he is, green for three. 2 years after they began their NBA careers with the Sonic/Thunder as Filipowski.
And both of them still out here playing and getting a
That 07 draft went from 5 to 1. Jeff Green at 5. Mike Lee, 4 of the 5 are still